Franklin TV presents Franklin High School Varsity Athletics. Today, from the beautiful Franklin High gym, school's back in session, and so is boys basketball, as the undefeated 7-0 Franklin Panthers get set for a Hockomock League tilt with a 1-4 North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Hello, friends, alongside the great Jay Horrigan. I'm Nippon Coy with a call today's game. And Jay, this Franklin team, after a very successful season last year, making it all the way to the Division I state final, have reloaded, have their hearts set on yet another final appearance.
Yes, absolutely, Nippon. Pleasure being with you tonight. They've had a great start to this season. Similar statistic that I called out a year ago. They haven't lost a game in the state of Massachusetts this year. They lost one, but that was against a Rhode Island team. So it is a good start to a good year.
We're underway. Here we go. Franklin in their home white uniforms with a Carolina blue letters and navy blue trim. Moving from left to right across your screen. This is Caden Sullivan at the top key to Jake Olmstead. Now Joseph Conlon. Conlon out to an open Sullivan in the corner for three. Yes, sir. That's a good way to start the game. Caden Sullivan, pure from beyond the arc.
You know, as we were talking about DiGiorgio for the girls team last Friday night, if you can get DiGiorgio for the girls, Sullivan for the boys, both off to good starts, you stand a good chance of winning.
North Attleboro responds on the other end. That's Johnny Obachowski. Franklin will look to answer. The Franklin five are Jake Olmstead, Caden Sullivan, Joseph Conlon, Justice Samuels, and Seth O'Donnell. Sullivan penetrates inside, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It comes in the hands of O'Donnell. Another scrum for it, and finally settled down by Chase Versoli. Throws it away, however, and Franklin locks that with another possession. Starting five for North Attleboro, number 0, Jake Peckham, number 5, Chase Versoli, number 10, Zach Robichaux, number 11, Johnny Obachowski, and number 44, Connor Casey.
Franklin, the beneficiary of just a lack of concentration or a break in concentration for the Red Rocketeers, bringing that ball up.
O'Donnell, one of the senior captains. Conlon penetrates inside. Nice positioning near the basket. Banks it up and in.
Nice lefty layup. That'll make Coach happy.
Joe Conlon, one of the players who stepped up for Franklin this year. Didn't really get much time for the varsity team last season, given how deep they were, but he's been one of those plug-and-play players right away.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking to capitalize, make his senior year a good year.
Sullivan, the only returning starter from last year's Franklin team. Moving inside is Versoli near the low block.
5 on the shot clock.
North Attleboro's got to get it up. A stop, pop, shoot. Off the front rim. Rebound by O'Donnell. Olmstead with speed. Olmstead himself. Oh, it's good. Acrobatic finish by Jake Olmstead.
You will notice for North Attleboro, and Nippon and I were discussing this before the game, seems to be a run on bleach blonde.
Yes. My guess is that those are the leftovers from the football team. They made a great run this year as well to the Division III state final. Versoli, actually the star quarterback for that team, number 5. This is Versoli trying his luck from downtown. No good. Rebound Olmstead. Franklin moving up with speed in transition. What they do best, finding an open Samuels down low.
Samuels was there, ready for the pass, and was able to convert.
Franklin doing whatever they want on the offensive side right now. They lead it 9-2, 5:08 to go in the first quarter. Versoli looking for any angle. Was Franklin in their patented player-to-player defense with excellent help all the way. O'Donnell on Versoli. A reach from Olmstead, and he will draw the foul. Versoli earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
Looks like O'Donnell kind of got him on the forearm as he was trying to shoot.
Foul was on O'Donnell. North Attleboro ready to check in 2 new players. As Versoli misses the first. Checking in for the Red Rocketeers is number 12, Parker Perry, and number 4, Dylan Brosseau. North Attleboro, a team stacked with upperclassmen, but many of them juniors. 4 seniors, 8 juniors, and 1 sophomore. So lots of room to grow and develop for second-year head coach Derek Smith.
Yeah, he's really working with the program, trying to develop those younger players to give them some strength in the future.
O'Donnell down low converts another layup. Franklin is eating in the paint right now.
For North Attleboro, it's very hard to compete in a league that has Franklin, Mansfield, Taunton, and some of the teams like that. It's hard. Years ago, they were one of the top teams, but for some reason, like all high school things, the trend seems to have changed.
A little end-to-end action right there. North Attleboro, a good block, but they couldn't convert, and Franklin has it once more. Conlon with a probing for Soley. Trying to take it himself. Nice in and out dribble. Conlon through contact and draws the foul.
Nice job by Conlon there, being able to drive, not able to do anything outside.
So we looked at North, more of a junior-laden lineup.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite for Franklin. They have many experienced seniors. 8 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. Their starting lineup composed of all seniors except for Justice Samuels, one of the juniors on the team. Conlon misses the second, goes 1 for 2. Jake Peckham out to Dylan Brosell. He'll try a straightaway 3, no good. Rebound, another one to O'Donnell. Franklin trying to go in transition. Sullivan, another corner 3. Oh, yeah! Caden Sullivan, his corner office is open, and North Attleboro needs timeout. 3:37 to go in the first. Franklin leads at 15-3.
Timeout, obviously, by North Attleboro. They're in danger of this game getting away early from them.
This has kind of been Franklin's bread and butter all year, getting a nice start early on, burying these teams, and then sort of coasting from there. It's what they did in their last matchup, coming away with a 73-49 win at Taunton. Franklin, of course, led by Coach C.J. Neely in his 11th season at the helm, hired in 2014, and what a career it's been for him here in Franklin. Picking up his 250th win earlier this year, now currently sitting on 256, and he's made this program a perennial contender year in and year out. Since he's been hired, Franklin has gone, let me find the number right here, 209-47, Jay. An 81% winning percentage, 3 straight final appearances. How about that?
That is not it's not as hard to believe as it seems when you just hear the statistic. To me, the hardest number to fathom is that he's been here 11 years. It seems like it was yesterday.
Franklin
he's done a great job. Sorry, Nippon,
No
but he's been a real credit to the basketball program as well as the school in whole.
Absolutely. North Attleboro trying to get anything going right here. Corner wing 3, no good. Rebound, Sullivan, he skies high. Lines of cutting Olmstead. Olmstead through contact, kicks it out, and they'll say he walked. Franklin so fast on the offensive side. They cut inside, have men on the open in the corner, so they always have that option to kick it out if they want. Just leaves so many possibilities on the offensive side.
Oh, it's kind of like we talked about the other night, is they will turn down a open layup to hit an open 3 or attempt an open 3.
Conlon face guarding his man, and now trying to penetrate inside. Lost the ball, and it's Franklin ball. Parker Perry committing the turnover right there. Olmstead taking up for Franklin, has a lane once more. There is that kick out, but stepping in the lane and picking it off is Johnny Obachowski. Leads an open man in the corner for 3. It's good. Dylan Brosseau.
Nice shot there by Brosseau.
Samuels double team, leaves an open. O'Donnell fakes the 3, steps back, takes the 3. It's short. Rebound Samuels, and he cleans it up. Right place, right time for Justice Samuels. Another three for North Attleboro. Didn't get anything on that was Ethan Bellinger. Conlon with 2 to play. Kicks out, open, Olmsted, 3! It's a 3-party here in Franklin early on.
Geez, it certainly helps between Olmsted and Sullivan. You've got 2 guys that are on with their 3-point shooting.
20-6, and getting a hand on that was Olmsted deflecting out of bounds. It'll stay on this side when North Attleboro, they'll get some more substitutions in the game. Sif Musa, Joe Gaudet, and Matthew DiGirolamo.
That's the name you're pronouncing all night.
I got you all night for that one, don't worry. This is the aforementioned DiGirolamo with Olmsted on him. Back out to Frisoli. Musa looking for options. As a man, thought about the 3. DiGirolamo, no room to work with. Look at that defense by Olmsted. Shot clock, they didn't notice it. I didn't either. It hit Cruz, and a violation. Just smothering defense by Franklin, Jay.
And, another kind of a lowering of the concentration level by North, not to be aware that that clock is about to run out.
Olmsted with about $1:30 to go. Sullivan, 2 threes to his names. Samuels back out to Olmsted. Sullivan called for it, but Olmsted himself got nothing on it. O'Donnell fights for the rebound, but more aggressive is Musa, and now North Attleboro has numbers. DiGirolamo, 2 wide for his man, Joe Gaudet. North Attleboro trying to keep up with Franklin's high pace, and it bites them in the back right there.
Yeah, it does, and trying to move it just a little bit too quickly. The guy he was passing to was not there.
Final minute of the first quarter. Conlon, you could hear the slap all the way high above courtside right here. Foul will be on Sif Musa. Pretty clean first quarter so far. Only 1 foul to Franklin's name, 2 to North Attleboro's. Sullivan, deep 3. Rattles out. It was halfway down and couldn't go.
He's working on those for next year at Endicott.
Frisoli tries his luck. Got nothing on it. 33 seconds to go. Shot clock is dark for Franklin. They can take the last shot if they wish.
Samuels almost got a piece of that last 3-point attempt.
Olmsted with 20 to work with. Sullivan holding with a smaller DiGirolamo. Now Sullivan transitions inside. Fake, take, Nake! The bank open. 10 seconds to go for North Attleboro. It's down to 5. Got to get a shot up. Probing inside. The floater over Samuels. Bounces out. A nice take by Jake Peckham. Couldn't get it to go. And Franklin cruises through the first quarter without breaking a sweat. After 8 minutes, it's 22-6. The home team in front.
That layup attempt there by Peckham, I think he thought he had a clear path to the basket, and then out of nowhere, just as Samuels came in, made him throw the ball higher up, I think, than he had initially intended.
Yeah, the length of Samuels really affecting that shot as we're going into the second quarter right here. I think it would be a good time right now to pay homage to one of the great players in New England basketball history, which we lost over the past few days. Mike Babel, a North Attleboro local, played with his twin brother, John, and set season victory records for the Red Rocketeers 2 years straight during his time there. At one point, North Attleboro 18-0 during that time in the mid-90s, ranked #1 in the state. Of course, he graduated from there, played 4 seasons at UMass Amherst, was named the Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year his senior year, Defensive Player of the A-10 Conference for 2 times, had a great career assistant coaching, actually accepted the head coaching position at North Attleboro before transitioning into Thayer Academy, where he spent 2 seasons. It's a huge loss for the basketball community all over New England, but what a great legacy he leaves behind, Jay.
Yeah, and what they said, there was a moment of silence prior to the start of the game tonight. Mike, anybody who has been involved in any kind of, whether it's AAU, travel, Metro basketball, anything at all, has come across Mike in some way or another because he's been everywhere in the basketball community. He's coached with many coaches that are coaching now. He was just a credit to the entire basketball, and he made his kind of coaching bones in AAU when AAU wasn't what it is now. Now, if you don't like how far you are on the bench of a team, you can write a check and start your own team. That wasn't the case a while ago. So a huge loss, especially, obviously, for his family. We keep them in our thoughts as well as the North Attleboro community.
Both teams wearing a black stripe on their left shoulder to honor Babel. As about a minute passed in the second quarter, Franklin up 22-3. Some subs in for Franklin, number 3, Wyatt Herndon, and number 4, Zach Allen. Hounded is for Foley by Samuels, back out to Peckham. Handoff attempt, and there comes a double team for Franklin, and Olmsted took his lunch money. Fast break for Franklin, layup by Sullivan, it is good. 8 quick points for Kidd and Sullivan. Franklin up by 18.
Great, that defense we've been talking about all night paid off there.
Some nifty ball handling by Peckham, but Herndon again with good defense. Now back at the top of the key for Foley. Zach Allen face guarding him. Finds an open man, nice cut, and a nice conversion by Johnny Obuchowski. Olmsted starts the offensive set for Franklin. Sullivan at the top of the key. Allen looks for a lane. Herndon, nice catch in the corner. Tried to find Allen, but good pressure applied by North Attleboro, and Zach Robichaux forces the turnover. Obuchowski, who's sort of led the way for North Attleboro in their last couple of games, had 23 points against their lone win of the season against Seekonk and 15 points their latest game against Canton. Again, the trailing Franklin defense leaves it open for Foley. He's short for 3, and Franklin will live with those shots all day.
That defense is just swarming tonight.
Samuels out to Olmsted, back to Samuels. Sullivan tried his luck from there earlier in the game. Allen, a nice fake. Samuels out to Olmsted. 3. Oh, yeah! The ball is popping in Franktown tonight.
What a great pass by Allen out to Samuels. And Samuels caught it up in the air, and then without even landing, he threw it down into the corner for the made basket.
3 on the other end, rims out by Robichaux. Franklin keeps it going again. Samuels himself, no good. The putback. Sullivan says, hey, look what I found.
What a job by Sullivan to just follow the ball there.
The Panthers just have this ability to kick it into another gear.
Yeah, they
like
do.
We've never seen before. As there's another foul. First by Olmsted, he'll take a seat on the bench, as will Sullivan. Conlon and Flynn Baker check into the game for Franklin. That's another aspect of this Panther team. It's not just 1 or 2 guys. It's so deep. Yep. Every player has that ability. Deep 3 by North Attleboro bounces out. Herndon tracks down the rebound. Herndon accelerates. Hand off to Baker.
You know, for Franklin, it's almost like, well, you have to pick 5 to start the game.
Yeah.
You can't start it with 8. You can only start it with 5.
But Coach Neely is comfortable with playing every single one of his players, knowing that they'll give him everything he got. Allen for 3. Oh, good. And the rebound to Foley. Franklin up big early. Allen with the steal. Coast to coast. It's good. Another aspect of that Franklin defense, getting into those lanes and anticipating the passes perfectly. Bump by Allen right there, a bit too aggressive on Peckham, and he'll earn himself a foul.
But that's through 12 minutes of the game. That's only the 3rd foul on the Panthers, I believe.
Peckham with Herndon. White Herndon, of course, the brother of Bradley Herndon. Recent graduate of Franklin High. Was the primary ball handler for the team in their run last year. Herndon got in the lane right there.
You've also got Zach Allen, who's the younger brother of former Panther captain Justin Allen.
Yeah, lots of familiar ties to this Franklin team. Caden Sullivan, his brother Braden, of course, played for this Franklin team.
Yeah.
Justice Samuels, of course, he has a great lineage with his brothers, one of them in the NBA as well. Pull up three, way off. Rebound by Baker. Deflection away by Peckham. North Attleboro doing anything they can, trying to shoot themselves in this game, but in the process, Jay, they also run the risk of falling behind
further.
Even further.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. They're not going to get back into the game unless they hit those shots, but if they take them and miss them, they're going to go further behind.
3:13 to go. Franklin up by 23, 31-8. Another substitution for Franklin. This is Colin O'Leary, brother of Sean O'Leary.
Yeah.
Allen took too many steps on the drive inside, and Franklin will turn it over.
Under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, it's been another one of those quick first halves, it seems like. Not many stoppages. Peckham to Perry. Double team. And stolen away once more. This is O'Leary. O'Leary through a C. Herndon trying to swing it, and nice hustle by DiGirolamo. Takes it himself all the way for the layup.
Nice play there by DiGirolamo.
Herndon a sweet crossover to lose his man. Allen inside. Conlon in the corner got deflected away. And Franklin retains possession. A good play by Parker Perry getting in there. North Attleboro turning up the tempo a little bit on defense. It's paying off. As O'Donnell checks back in for Franklin.
What, the Perry, what year is he?
He is a junior.
Junior. I wonder if that's the son of former principal Paul Perry, because he's a North Attleboro guy.
That is true.
And
that's a nice point.
I'm trying to think, because I officiated him in Metro, and Mr. Perry was working with the team. So it might be around that time frame.
Colin O'Leary converted the layup. Now I have to scan and see if I can find Mr. Perry in the stands somewhere.
That's what I'm trying to do. And I realize I can't see.
Too strong. The putback, no good. One more time and an offensive foul called. This might be the earliest this season I've seen Franklin go so deep into their bench. Coach Neely really making a concerted effort to get all of his players much time as possible, try out different lineups in this game where Franklin, of course, is the better team.
Yeah, we had a number of subs to start the quarter, which is not normally the case.
White Herndon out to Colin O'Leary. Seth O'Donnell back to Herndon. Probes inside. Conlon, corner, three. Too strong. Joe Gaudette out to an open player for three. It's no good. O'Donnell fighting for the rebound, able to secure it. Franklin, another long pass. Herndon making himself small, but he lost the ball on the way inside. End-to-end action here. Float game no good by Obuchowski. And again, it looks like the strategy on the other end for Coach Smith is also to get as many players in as possible, see what works with this team. Again, very much in the developmental stages.
Well, and trying to get them experience, varsity experience, that his hope is that it will help later in the season and next season.
Forsoli from downtown, good. Sweet shot right there by Chase Forsoli. He's got four. It's a 20-point Franklin lead entering the final minute of the first half.
You can tell that Coach Neely is making a concerted effort to get guys playing time on nights he can, because this is as long as I've seen Caden Sullivan sit on the bench.
Yeah. No, that's a
And we
great
have a
point,
technical foul on Peckham for North Attleboro. There was a call of travel against him, and the official asked for the ball, and he threw it around his back away from the official. And this year, that's at a minimum a warning, if not a technical foul. It's considered unsporting.
So Conlon converts the free throw on the other end. We saw an incident like that last week in the girls' game we called, Jay.
Yeah.
It was, of course, later in the game. Game was pretty much put away for Franklin, so no technical foul called. Here, the referees, your officials for today, Jake Britka and Derek Ferguson, making a more concerted effort to emphasize those rules.
And we just had there the official Derek Ferguson, was trying to get away. He was explaining why he called the technical to the North Attleboro coach, and he ended up giving a warning, an official's warning to the coach. So that kind of puts the coach on notice that he's done complaining about calls, complaining to the officials.
Herndon, 15 on the game clock, about a second difference in the shot clock. Reaching inside and taking it away is the North Attleboro man. Converting the layup is Peckham. 5 seconds to work with for Franklin. O'Donnell courses the midcourt stripe, fakes a three, drives, can't bank it in, and they'll say he traveled. So another chance, one of those half-court heave times for North Attleboro. 1.5 left. For Solia inbound. And now resetting it is the official. Looks like he might have a clock issue. Ready to resume plays. He bounces the ball back to Forsoli. Looking for an option. Finds Peckham. Heaves it. No good. And that is how the first half will end. Franklin trying out a lot of new things, but overall having their way with North Attleboro. They'll go into the locker room with a 20-point lead. Your score 35-15.
That last shot by North Attleboro really shook that backboard. It looked like something might come loose.
All right, we'll have to see if we're good to go in the third half. They have 10 minutes to figure it out. And in the meantime, stay here, grab a drink, grab a snack, and join us back for the second half on Franklin TV. Your score, Franklin 35, North Attleboro 15. Well, we welcome you back here on Franklin TV. Getting start for the beginning of the second half here at Franklin High School. The Panthers leading at 35-15 over North Attleboro. Welcome you high above courtside once more. Upon Goyle, Jay Horrigan. The amazing camera work, producing, directing done today by Meredith Robertson. So Jay, Franklin getting whatever they want on the offensive side right now. A good first half, lots of things to be proud about, and we'll see how they can build on it here in the second half.
Yeah, I'm. If you're Franklin, I guess what you want to work out is to be consistent, to keep the hammer down, not to lose that intensity that they need.
Sullivan led the way for Franklin with 10 points to his name. Jake Olmstead had 8. Leading scorers for North Attleboro were Obachowski and Frisoli, and we're underway here in the second half. Conlon coming out with an aggressive, nice cut to O'Donnell. He found him for 2.
Great pass by Conlon.
So Franklin comes out with that intensity early on. The starting lineup back in for Coach Neely. Cross-court pass, straightaway corner 3. Oh, yeah. Making that is Zach Robichaux. Olmstead himself gliding in the air, banks it up and in. Olmstead has 10 as well. Fast action here to start off the third. Obachowski, Sullivan seals it away.
By Sullivan.
Has a streaking Conlon, banks in the air, almost had the highlight reel finish. Olmstead getting in there, trying to be aggressive, a bit too aggressive. And he has another foul to his name, his second.
Not sure why he shot the ball at Franklin's basket after the whistle.
Hey, sometimes you just need to see the ball go in.
Yes, I don't know.
Jake Peckham taking it up for North Attleboro. The Red Rocketeers keep it moving. Peckham dribbles outside, splits the Franklin D, has an open Peckham. Ball movement, he had the open shot.
Yeah.
Interesting that he decided to forego that.
And he didn't kick it out to someone that had a three-point shot. It was someone just a couple of steps away from him.
Olmstead himself slashing, nearly converted the three-point play, but instead he'll have 2 free throws.
Looked like the North Attleboro player, number 44, Casey, just wasn't ready for that pass. I think he expected his teammate to put it up as well.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication on that side. So Olmstead misses the first. Looking ahead, Franklin, they'll take on Attleboro right here at home on Friday night, and what should be a good one. Attleboro also undefeated, coming off a 57-52 overtime win against Mansfield, a tough Mansfield team that is always good, just like Franklin. Yeah. North Attleboro will travel to Mansfield. Frisoli hanging in the air, gets the tough fadeaway to go. And an immediate timeout by Coach Derek Smith, liking what he sees so far, trying to gain some momentum. 6:12 to go in the third. Franklin leads at 40-20.
The trying to see the that's a great win by Attleboro against Mansfield. It's always tough to go to Mansfield High and to win. I don't care how good or not good they are. Then again, is Mansfield ever not good? They're just not as good one year as they may be another year.
A lot of times, Franklin and Mansfield, seems like those two programs are looking at themselves in the mirror. Two fantastic coaches, hard-nosed defense, playing the game the right way. That will always leave you with a solid program and a foundation to build on year after year.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's been that way. You know, definitely Franklin and Mansfield as long as I can remember. Some just unbelievable games.
Franklin has it right back. Olmstead taking it up. What a luxury it is to have Olmstead as one of your ball carriers. He can kind of do it all. Has the nice height and the big frame as well. Here he is going to work. Samuels to the wing now. Conlon faking the three. Steps back for the midi. No good. Sullivan skies high, takes away the rebound and banks it in. That's a play of all heart and hustle from Caden Sullivan.
Caden Sullivan, the Hockomock Player of the Week a couple of weeks ago.
That is right. Starting the season red hot, averaging nearly 27 points per game and over 12 rebounds. He knew he'd have his work cut out for him as the lone returning starter, one of the seniors, one of the captains, his name always circled, and he's been up to the task.
Yeah, he's been consistent, running this team, being in charge. Even if he's not shooting well, he's still taking leadership of the team.
Peckham with Sullivan guarding him, gets the screen. Sullivan stays on. Peckham out to an Olmstead, and they'll say Olmstead reached in and committed a foul. Third foul for Olmstead, something to keep an eye out for. As he'll take a seat on the bench, Wyatt Herndon replaces him. Parker Perry inbounds it to Zach Robichaux. We were able to confirm that that is, in fact, Mr. Perry's son.
Yes.
We spotted him in the stands. Perry back out to Forsoli. In the corner they go, stopping, popping. No, not able to get the shot to go as Peckham. And O'Donnell breaks it back out. Sullivan had a three, decides to forego it. Drives inside, and a pretty layup. Made it look easy. Sullivan up to 14 points, a 24-point lead for Franklin. Give and go right there. The corner shot, no good. Another rebound for Sullivan, trying to snatch it away. Going down was a North Attleboro player. A jump ball was called before. Sullivan, of course, playing to the whistle and just trying to get the ball.
Trying to get the ball out.
Yeah.
Didn't think they both wouldn't let go of the ball.
Certainly not a play with any animosity. It was just a hard-nosed play with both players, not willing to let go, as you said. Long and bend pass goes to Matthew DiGirolamo. Double team applied and the steal. Conlon streaking forward. Conlon gliding. Score it and the foul. Joe Conlon hanging in the air for a good amount of time. He'll be at the free throw line, but before that, Coach Neely wants to talk things over. He calls a timeout. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. Franklin running away with it. They lead at 46-20.
Yeah, great job by Franklin coming out strong, keeping the intensity going, building on the lead they had at halftime, doing everything I think Coach Neely would want them to do.
Yeah, Franklin, as we said, trying to do as much as they can to schedule tough games, make sure they're challenged throughout the season. You said, Jay, last year, of course, they went all the way down to Florida for a tournament during the holiday season. That's where they suffered their only loss of the season against West Orange. This year, again, they traveled beyond state lines, went to Rhode Island, and played the reigning state champion right there, Classical High School.
Yeah.
And they came across with a 60-52 win. So one of the best teams in Massachusetts, taking one of the best teams in Rhode Island. Franklin able to come up with it. So we have always jovial Kevin Papa on the mic right there, calling out a few Franklin varsity players, some alumni in the stands.
Introducing people in the crowd.
Anything to keep the crowd engaged in a 26-point game, right? So we'll resume play with Conlon at the free throw line. Conlon, a left-handed shooter, and he converts it. Kicking in the corner again. Two Panthers trailing, and Conlon away with the rebound. Open O'Donnell in transition. The layup is good.
Great half-court bounce pass by Conlon there.
Tell you what, the ball vision by Franklin is great as Samuels came up with the steal, trying to lead Sullivan, and he couldn't get to go. And now the swarm is back on. North Attleboro trying to stop the bleed and can't go. They get the offensive rebound in the corner. Another three. High arcer, no good. Offensive rebound, Samuel put it back up. And are they going to call a goaltend here? Yes, it is. So count the basket. We've seen Samuel's ability to swat shots away. He was trying to do it right there. Herndon himself. It's too easy for Franklin right now. Herndon inside for two. His first 2 points of the game. North Attleboro trying to keep shooting that three. Again, it hits back iron. Another rebound for Conlon. Franklin keeps running. Conlon, a nice crossover. Conlon himself. Oh, that would have been a highlight.
Just unable to get it over the front part of the rim there.
Versoli, a nice fake by Peckham. Again, can't drill the three. Under 3 minutes to go. Sullivan, time, room. No good. The pace of play definitely picking up right now. Dipping inside, DiGirolamo can't bank it in. Rebound secured by Herndon. Another touchdown pass. We'll say it's caught by Conlon. Banks it up, banks it in. Two more for the con man. He's making North Attleboro look silly.
31-point lead for the Panthers.
Cross court to Versoli, catches it. Has it once more. Now he's met with Samuels. Ball's deflected away.
They just are all over whoever has the ball. And
Conlon
it
leads
leads
it
to
once
this kind
more.
of fast breaking.
Conlon, no good. Put back by Sullivan. Yes, sir. Seems like we're watching the same play happen on repeat.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Stop on the defensive end. Basket in transition. It leads to a 33-point Franklin lead with 1:51 here to go. 55-22. What a performance.
I think on that last one, Conlon unable to put it in. Sullivan with the rebound and laying it in. Conlon was on the floor. I think he looked up at Caden and it's like, at least you could do was pick me up for setting up that rebound for you.
I'm sure Sullivan said, hey, get up, get back on defense.
Do it on your own.
This game is still not over. That's just the type of player he is. But hopefully they can get that sorted out next time.
Yeah, it looks like Caden, he's not one of the five sitting on the bench right now, so it looks like he might rest a little bit as he's talking to assistant coach Mike Doherty.
Good time to shout out Coach Doherty as well. Last year was named the Massachusetts High School Basketball Assistant Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So Coach Neely trying to grow on his coaching tree. One of his disciples earning another great honor from Massachusetts.
Yeah, and couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Michael is a great guy, great teacher. Unfortunately, was a victim of all the cuts at the high school last year, but was able to get a job at Annie Sullivan. So he's still in the school system, which is great because if he hadn't been, there was a chance we could have lost him as a coach here in Franklin, and he's too valuable for that.
Another great defense by Franklin. Flynn Baker hounding on that, and now it's Allen putting the pressure on. Shot clock's down to 10. Look at Baker. Now they move in the corner for Soli for three. It's short. Rebound goes to Casey down low. Deflected away, and the hands of North Attleboro once more. For Soli once more, and this time it's no good as well. Another offensive rebound and a foul called on the floor.
I think they're going to get Drew Gear here on a foul, who came in after the timeout.
Gear getting his first minutes of the day. O'Donnell, the lone starter in for Franklin right now. Besides that, it's Baker, Gear, Herndon, and Allen. Again, nowhere to throw. They have to retreat all the way back out. Frisoli trying to create space. No good. Gear skies for the rebound. Another big player in Andrew Gear. Allen stops on the dime. Gear to Herndon. Herndon sees a lane. Trying to throw back for Allen. Miscommunication and a turnover. Another new player checks in for Franklin. This is the junior James Crowley.
O'Donnell goes out.
There are now no starters in for the Panthers. A 32-point lead.
I have to think, Napan, we may have seen the last of the starters tonight. It's a good opportunity to get the rest on the team to play, and you don't want to see anyone injured in a 30-point game.
I was going to make that point exactly, as there's a nice finish by Frisoli. So it looks like game kind of put away right here. Season's still young. Need to make sure your players are rested well and ready to go.
Well, Franklin is also in this 8-minute bracket. They have opened their lead to 31, where it was 20 at the half.
Allen couldn't get to go. There's 3 on the game clock. Frisoli seeing it, puts it up. No good. And that will do it for the third quarter. So as you said, Jay, right there, Franklin, they led at halftime 35-15. They lead after 3, 55-24. So they outscore North Attleboro in that period by a score of 20-9.
Well, and that's why you're seeing a lot of the bench coming in and playing. Noticing a lot of younger fans here at the contest walking around with ring pops. Must have been a sale. I missed those.
Hopefully there's some left over for us. You could always use a sweet treat on a victory like this.
Well, there's I know I have candy hidden at home, and I know my wife is not watching this game, so she won't know about it.
It's always important to have a stash.
It is
there.
One of the keys to marriage. Napad, just a little advice, kind of big brother advice. When you do get married, you want to keep food hidden. The food you like, keep hidden, because if not, it's gone.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
Well, one of the things I learned from my father.
So it's Franklin 55, North Attleboro 24 as we make the turn for home, the final 8 minutes. And the lineup that ended the third will start the fourth for the Panthers. Drew Gear, Wyatt Herndon, Zach Allen, Flynn Baker, and James Crowley. Gear out to Allen on the near wing. Has an open Crowley in a triple threat position. Back out to Baker. Baker with Frisoli on him, dribbled off his foot, but Herndon able to regather. Herndon with a lane, nice fake, nice take, and a nice make.
Really nice move by Herndon.
Sweet dribbles by Herndon, his second bucket. The lead's back up to 33. In the corner to Frisoli. Franklin not stopping their intensity on defense one bit at all. High cross-court pass. Able to keep his feet on the sideline is Frisoli. Back out to Peckham. Now straightaway 3 is good.
Nice shot.
Robichaux, his second 3 of the game. Baker trying to keep his feet in bound. They'll say he was unable to.
Looked like he might have.
I thought he was
we
in
didn't
bound,
have a great view. What I was trying to say is it looked like his heel didn't touch down on the line from where we are. We're up above, kind of on the side of the court.
I could see some space between his shoes and that blue sideline, but
the official obviously had a much better angle than we did.
Big platoon change for North Attleboro. They have a brand new 5 in there right now. We'll get you their names and numbers.
I will tell you, though, like on a call like that, when you've got a 30-point game, if it's close and you've got something that can go the way of the team that's trailing, your goal is to make it through the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And not cause any issues.
Allen with the steal and make on the other end. Franklin's running again. Baker with a spin. Allen trying to get free. Instead finds an open Crowley. Allen in the far corner. Backs it back out to Drew Gear. Franklin moving the ball, going well into the shot clock. Now Baker penetrates inside and draws the foul. Nice take by Flynn Baker. Excuse me, they'll say an offensive foul, maybe a travel.
No, he called him on a travel.
Yeah. Parker Perry in again for North Attleboro. Can't bank it in. Rebound by Gear. Franklin up 59-27. Reaching inside, nearly getting the steal is Perry. He drew Allen to the floor and will be called for the foul as a result.
He had, he made a nice effort on the ball, but like most defensive backs, he had the arm wrapped around the waist, and that resulted in the penalty flag.
Just looking down the Franklin roster right now, the only two players who have not gotten any game action right now are Nas Johnson and Danny Santos, but you can pretty much guarantee that Coach Neal is going to find a way to get them in later this period as Flynn Baker drills a three.
Oh, here they're just as you say that, they're taking their warm-ups off.
Yep, here we go. Santos Johnson and Colin O'Leary getting ready to check in for Franklin. And here they come. They'll replace Baker, Allen, and Gear. Santos, the lone freshman on the team.
Yeah.
Johnson is a sophomore, so underclassmen getting in right now. Nice takeaway by Crowley, and he will draw a foul.
And I'm not sure what that call was. The good thing is it allows CJ, Coach Neely, to get these younger guys some varsity playing experience.
Absolutely. This is Santos crossing the midcourt stripe. Johnson back to Jack Sullivan, another player getting his first action, number 10.
I think we're going to get an illegal
call.
Screen on Johnson. Santos's father he's a freshman, kind of playing right in this lineup, the point, but his father, former high school coach, boys varsity coach at Holliston High.
Oh, wow. Robichaud trying to get free. Sullivan reaches in and commits the foul. No relation, I believe, to Caden Sullivan between the two.
I don't think so. No, I think Caden is it for the Chris Sullivan family.
Yes. It's good that you mentioned.
As I say that, Mrs. Sullivan happens to look up, gives us a wave.
It's good to mention Chris Sullivan, of course, Caden's father. He's Wheaton College's all-time leading scorer with 1,935 points. He scored those from 1989 to 1993. And Sullivan, following his legacy, an Endicott College commit. Santos out to Johnson. Now it's O'Leary from three. No good. Nice rebound by Crowley. Can't put it up and in. Fight for the rebound. Johnson gets it back. Santos out to Crowley straight away. Oh, yeah!
Nice shot.
James Crowley enters the score sheet.
Nice job by the junior there to get on the scoreboard.
Deep three on the other end is way off. It's kept in bounds. Franklin keeps it going.
Under 4 minutes left here.
Santos has it in the corner. Sullivan trying to cut and get free. Instead it goes to Johnson. O'Leary out to an open. Santos for three. Yes, sir! The threes keep falling. The freshman Santos opens his account.
Another person on the scoreboard that isn't traditionally there.
Fadeaway shot rattles out.
That would have been nice.
It was a pretty move. Frisoli tries to regather. Floats it up and in.
Good.
But I think we might have offensive interference right here. Let's see if they count the basket.
No, he waved it off.
They waved it off here. And now that lead for Franklin is up to 41, 68-27.
So that ball was in the cylinder above the rim, and the player grabbed the rim and pulled the rim down a little bit a little bit, which is basket interference.
Nice anticipation on the other end, picking it off and laying it up and in is Joe Gaudette.
I think that's Gaudette's first points tonight.
Gear fakes the handoff to Sullivan, trying to keep his pivot foot, and now gets it out to Santos. Santos down to O'Leary, trying to put some work in on the post.
It's going to be offensive.
Yeah, you could see
He
that
wrapped his arm,
elbow,
yeah,
that kind of chicken arm out there.
There was
by
one of
O'Leary.
those, the other end, a couple of minutes ago that could have gone either way, went against Franklin. But again, 31-point spread.
Gaudette swings into the corner. Casey trying to keep his feet in bounds, can't do so. Another turnover, and Franklin ball once more.
Napon, one of the things that's fun to watch is this group that's in here is a group that doesn't play a ton, but they're playing with the same intensity. They're doing the same things as the starting five.
And oftentimes we ask the question, Jay, how is this Franklin team able to keep things going year after year, even after they lose so many key pieces? That's one of the ways. The junior varsity, the freshman players, really feeding off that energy started by the varsity players, picking up right where they're left off.
And it's the program and culture that Coach Neely has set up since he came here 11 years ago. He obviously loves having better players, the better players in the league, but he's also a believer if you work hard in high school basketball, you can be good. And that's evident with, all these kids that have been in here tonight. Absolutely. They just keep working and working. That all comes from CJ and his staff.
Larry fakes the three on the near corner, fakes inside, now kicks. Santos, time, room, no good. You like to see these players getting these open shots, getting some shooting practice in. Franklin retains possession with 1:25 to go.
It's great to see Santos as a freshman not being afraid to put those shots up.
The confidence on display from all of these Panthers. Now Johnson drives, kicks, Sullivan for three, no good. Santos gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
Right place, right time.
And that's the exclamation point. Franklin with a 70-burger on the scoreboard. We go with under a minute to play. Inside as Musa couldn't corral it in. Instead getting it to go. Santos got a hand in there, but he'll be called for the foul. Going to the free throw line is Joe Gaudette.
Gaudette here with two.
Going back to 2015, Franklin has 11 straight wins against North Attleboro. They'll make it 12 straight after this. Gaudette goes 1 for 2 to make it an even 40-point advantage, 70-30. O'Leary snatches it right back. Santos, Johnson.
They're working on the passing and cutting here.
Trying to get as many touches before they have to get a shot off. 15 on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock. Johnson corrals it in with 10. Into a cutting Sullivan. He draws the foul inside.
So that'll also shut the shot clock off because it resets on a foul. So I don't think you'll see Franklin take another shot. I think you'll just see them working around the perimeter with 24 seconds left.
Sullivan to an open Santos. O'Leary retreats, and as you said, it looks like that is exactly what Franklin will do. Keeping control of the ball with 15 seconds to go. O'Leary, North Attleboro falls back with 10 seconds to go, and will keep ticking down. The clock will hit triple zeros, and that will do it. A wire-to-wire win for the Franklin Panthers against the North Attleboro team. They've won 12 straight over now, continue their undefeated season, move to 8-0 on the year, and will go into a heavyweight matchup with Attleboro with some momentum on their side. They come away with a 70-30 win today.
Yeah, Nippon, if they can play like that on Friday night against a very well-coached Attleboro squad, I would say their chances of winning are good. Should be a great game.
So finishing the game for Franklin, Caden Sullivan led the way again with 21 points. But it seemed like Sullivan, his presence was felt, but it was a full team effort. He didn't really have to take over at times. He could really lead his Panthers in all sorts of different directions, affect the game in different ways. Lots of other Franklin players had great games as well. Conlon, Herndon, you could go down the list, honestly. It seemed like every Panther affected the game positively in one way or another.
Sullivan got them off to a great start with hitting his first three-pointer of the night, and they just rolled from there.
They never looked back, and now they will not look back on this game either. That will do it from us here. Franklin with a great win, 70-30. Your final score for the final time against North Attleboro. For our entire crew here at Franklin TV, our great camera operator Meredith Robertson, my partner Jay Horrigan, I'm Nippon Goyle saying so long, thank you for watching, and see you next time.